Hello, I'm Jane Sparrow, founder and author of The Culture Builders, and the last couple of weeks have been fabulous for us and for me, giving me real new energy as I've been doing keynotes and round tables and been physically in the same space as a number of teams and executive groups, really looking at the future of work. And so I thought I'd share a few of the learnings, few of the key points and themes that I've been covering in some of those interactions, whether it be virtually or with people in a room. And one of the things I've really noticed is just how much when I'm facilitating, when I'm speaking, I use my hands and I use my body language, and in fact just how close I get to people as I'm trying to help them think through what matters to them. I found myself being much more constrained and respectful of distance. But anyway, that's a learning for me. What we've been talking about is the fact that this opportunity right now, no matter where you are in your transition and your ways of working in the world, this opportunity right now is a bit of a Trojan horse, should you choose to take it that way. It's an opportunity to say, well, look, we have something happening. We have to change the way we do things because we have changed already, and so it's stupid just to go back. Let's move forward, and yes, let's use this as an opportunity to say, how do we want the future to look? And let's be really intentional about it and change things that perhaps wouldn't have been quite as easy to change in previous lives and years. The thing we're thinking about is two different levels, two kind of areas. So there's the work we're doing with teams and leaders and managers around what does the future of work look like? A year from now, maybe 6 months from now, what's that vision? And helping them think that through and bringing some inspiration to that thought process. And then there's the second piece, which is what's the transition look like right now? And how does that look? And how do we help people, how do we help teams really start to own that transition? Because let's face it, we all know it's going to be messy. It is already for those of you that are in it. And it's complex, it's incredibly complex. The roundtable I was just doing, we started talking about the fact that there potentially are not just people issues, but compliance issues and regulatory issues to think about as well. So lots to think about in those two different areas. And some of the core themes in that transition piece are equipping you, equipping your leaders, equipping your team leads, equipping your colleagues and your people to be able to go through the different phases of transition. There's a big theme around emotions and making sure that we're all both aware and intentional around how we manage our own emotions, but how we manage others too. And with one of the groups I was with only this morning, we were looking at this whole area of emotions, and somebody said the challenge is that I'm learning my tolerance muscle really needs to build, because everybody I talk to every day is in a different position, and what might have been yesterday is different from today, and it might be different again tomorrow. And how do I deal with all sorts of different variations and factors on how people want to work, their beliefs, their attitudes right now, and what that means? So a huge amount of emotional opportunity and emotional management needed, and a huge big dose of tolerance. Then there's the fact that a number of the groups we've been working with have been saying, you're absolutely right, we're now back into silos again. Because what we've all done is we've worked with our close-knit teams, but what we haven't been very good at is collaborating and working across organisations, and let alone our external networks. And actually what we're seeing in a lot of our clients, and what our new clients are saying, is exactly that. They can see that the silos they spent years trying to break down are reappearing again. And of course, within that, there's also a need to help people feel more comfortable day to day with whatever pattern of work you as a team have chosen, and really keep that connection. For those of you that are working A and B shifts in the world, or for those of you that have already got into physical spaces together, just like I did last week and this week with groups, it's a different dynamic, but it's also a dynamic that we still need to be mindful of and go out and tell people around to help their confidence and to help their clarity around how the future might look. Now look, there is so much we could talk about, but I hope that's just given you a little bit of a feel for some of the themes that are on the minds of us, the people we're working with, and in this poly-working world that we are in and we will continue to be in, that working from a variety of places in a variety of ways. Let's remember those themes, the diversity, the inclusion, the emotions, and the fact that we're all humans after all.